What is a unit? Very common question I get. You'll hear it a lot within the sports betting space. You'll hear it a lot from me. If you don't know what it is, you're probably very confused. But by the end of this, you will know what a unit is, why we use units, and how you can manage them. So what is a unit? If you ask multiple people within the sports betting industry, you will probably get a couple different answers. But for the most part, you're going to get relatively the same answer. My answer is a unit is a percentage of your bankroll. Specifically, one unit is 1% of your bankroll. So now we have to define what bankroll is. Bankroll is an allotted amount of money you have to use on sports betting. That is the smartest way to go about it. You don't want to bet money that you don't have. So set aside a certain amount of money, and that is your bankroll, and you're going to place your units, your bets off of that bankroll. So if you have $10,000, just for the sake of making things easy, let's say your bankroll is $10,000. One unit would be $100. Why? Because that is 1% of your bankroll. If you want to be 100% sharp with your unit size, then your unit amount will be fluid. If you lose money, your unit size will go down because your bankroll goes down. Your percentage is going to be lower than the $100. If it goes up, then your unit size goes up a little bit. Most people will stay relatively around the same amount unless they start making a lot of money or they start losing a lot of money. Then they'll adjust their unit size. But that is just something that you're going to have to adjust. Now, why should you use the unit system, and why is this even a thing in the first place? Simply put, it is the easiest way where you can compare confidence level. That's a question that I get all the time. What is your confidence level? Well, if you look at the unit size that I have on a specific bet, you can allocate my confidence level based off of that. If I just told you I have $100 on this bet, well, it's very subjective, because to somebody, that $100 could be their entire bankroll. If they have a $100 bankroll, to other people, that could be, not even a unit. So instead of me saying I have $100 on this bet, I just say I have a unit. That's my unit. $100 is my unit. I'm putting 1% of my bankroll at stake on here. If you want the same level of risk I have, then you would put 1% of your bankroll on it. That is my confidence level. Another reason why you should use the unit system is because it helps you manage your bankroll if you're able to manage your unit size correctly. So the question becomes, how many units do you determine to put on a certain play? Well, that comes into the confidence level aspect. Well, personally, I rarely risk more than 2 to 3 units. I think I max at like 5 units. If I'm going to be putting plays out to my premium members, I am not putting more than like 5 units on a play. I don't think I've even done that in the past. You'll see a lot of people that put out like 10 unit, 20 unit maxes, 30 unit maxes, $100 maxes. That's just, it's baloney. What it really is a much lower amount of their bankroll, unless they're just throwing it all out there, which I don't think they're doing. But really, that's just, to catch the eye. A 1 unit play is not sexy. It's not going to sell anything. If I'm going to give it out to my premium members, I don't think I've ever gone over 2.5, maybe 3 units on my premium plays. Rarely do I do that. A unit is basically like a standard bet, I would say. That's usually like the bet that's, I'm like, all right, I like this bet. Boom, there's a unit. That's what it is. So long story short, how to manage your unit size. I would not recommend doing anything over 3 units. Another reason why we're doing this is to limit ourselves from putting too much investment in one specific play. So if you're only investing 1% of your bankroll, then the chances of you going on a big losing streak and losing every part of your bankroll are very slim. But the problem is when you start to bet way more than 1 unit, if you're betting 5 or 10 units and you just up your unit size on every bet, that's how you go down to 0 very quickly. So I would recommend just 1 unit a play. If 2 units, if you like it. If you're going to go for sprinkles on little stuff like long shot props, parlays, don't expect to win those, but just sprinkle on them. Usually less than a unit. Quarter of a unit, half a unit, 0.2 units, 0.1 units, whatever you want to do. But just avoid going all in. Avoid going over 3 units. That's probably the biggest thing you can do to manage your unit size if you're going forward and you don't want to lose everything you have. One quick tip to keep track of your units, I would recommend setting up some sort of spreadsheet where you can put in all your plays and keep track of how many units you're up, how many units you're down, and it also forces you to keep track of everything and make sure you're not putting too much on a certain play, and you're not just throwing money at the wall and hoping it sticks. That'll help you in the long term. Start a spreadsheet, keep track of it, and it'll help you. All right, now that you know what a unit is, you could set up your bankroll and start betting a little bit smarter. That is the goal. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Hopefully you know what a unit is at the end of this video. I'm HeyJai Picks. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all the socials. I'll try to keep bringing you guys some value in these videos. Till next time, at HeyJai Picks. Signing out.